Wethersfield Airfield Museum. There has always been Americans that turn up at the gate or have written to the MOD police asking to visit the airfield because they have a relative or they served there or they lived there or they went to school there. Often the visits could be weekly, and a lucky few of them might be given a quick drive around if there was someone available to escort them. But more often than not, they were turned away or refused. Why? Well, it's not surprising, as more than 4,000 GIs married local girls, so they have family in that area. They visit the airbase to show the grandkids where they met grandma. Add to that many people are now researching their relatives of World War II and the Cold War. So Wethersfield can easily meet an average of 150 visitors a month that's achieved by smaller airfield museums around the area. In 2014, a letter from Carol Zimmer found its way to the Chief Constable, Alf Hitchcock. She was requesting to scatter her late husband Bruce Zimmer's ashes on the airfield. She explained that she was from Braintree and had married the Air Force mechanic in 1961. On visits home from the USA in 2005 and 2008, they had been refused entry to the base. Bruce's last wishes were to have his ashes scattered on the base. The Chief Constable agreed to this and enlisted my help. I had retired as a Chief Inspector in 2012 and was well known for my good knowledge of the history of the airfield. He stated to me that he did not want to see people being refused visits, but understood the issues with availability of staff to escort. So I volunteered for the role as visitor host. And then the visitors that came brought and sent memorabilia, and by 2015, the Wethersfield Airfield Museum was created. In 2016, the museum had grown and it was rehoused in a building that had once been the commanding officer's quarters in World War II, and since 1952, it was used as a billeting reception. Dr. Vernon Williams, a World War II East Anglia historian from Abilene Christian University in Texas, had brought over 5 graduates on a World War II Anglo-American relations study for 2 weeks. The Chief Constable had given them board and lodgings at the base, and in return, the last 4 days of the trip were spent creating the new museum. As the collection grew, museum volunteer numbers grew, and also visitor numbers increased. Under restrictions of numbers for access, and only one Sunday a month, April to October, the museum saw over 600 visitors a year. From 2017, we had been discussing with the MOD the possibility of renting a building prior to and after the disposal of the base. Our preferred building was the chapel complex and the memorial courtyard for its historic importance as the first USAF chapel in the United Kingdom built in 1952. In April 2022, the MOD made the decision that the Airfield Museum could no longer exist on the base, and we were told to leave. Our requests to rent were refused. The 6-room museum is now in storage courtesy of 2 local farmers. The volunteers remain as a group, Wethersfield Airfield Heritage Group. It's clear from all our communication with the MOD they have no intention of allowing a museum to be on the base or to have visitors while they own it. We'll continue to campaign for a building to preserve and display the heritage of the airfield and respect those who served and died while serving there. Once the new owners of the airfield are known, we will be among the first to put forward our aspirations and plans for the future. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Let's make sure that the heritage of Wethersfield Airfield is never forgotten, a promise made to all those who gave their lives. Thank you.